Hi, my name is Grace Shalom Hopkins and welcome to another episode of Spin Weekly. This week we are spinning a coily, natural fiber-y, that thing. So stay tuned. Alright, so first of all, let's get the elephant out of the room and release its weird-looking energy into the ether. I have a hive-induced sty and a potentially bug bite / I scratched myself in the middle of the night for no good reason giant scab. So my face is looking sort of gnarly and I feel like it's just screaming at you. So for my own personal reasons, I just feel the need to acknowledge it and, like I said, release that energy into the ether. Now I can focus on the topic at hand, which is this fiber. This yarn was spun primarily from a mystery fleece from a sheep called Oreo. It's a down wool. It may be a Romney, I don't remember. And some Icelandic that one of you lovely viewers sent to me the other day. This is not going to be an Icelandic breed study, however, because I want to take you through the whole prep process when we do that breed study. This time I just liked it and wanted to use it. And also I want to do a really intense voiceover for this because I did some weird techniques with it, which I will teaser you before we jump into the main video. And that is these little coily things. So my initial idea is I wanted a sort of neutral, very masculine energy scarf that had been woven. So probably like a heathered white, because I want white to be the main color. So I think the warp will be kind of a gray, white, commercially spun kind of a thing. And then this will be obviously the weft. I think I said that right. I'm not a weaver yet. I will be. My mother is in the country. It is like T-minus a few months. Not even, yeah, like less than 2 months. December 2nd, I had to move my ticket over because of training stuff. But weaving is coming to Spin Weekly on a video-enabled device near you, and then I'll really nail that down. But anyway, amongst that, I wanted some like self-striping action, some barber pulling because I got real into the barber pulling last week, and pops of texture because I haven't done that for a while, and I really, really, really love how coils look with woven stuff. So I did coils, sort of, kind of, modified coils. You'll see. Actually, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so first off, let me just be honest and say that it has been so long since I spun this yarn. The great editing apocalypse of 2017 was upon us, so I might not totally remember what was happening with my colorwork pattern. So forgive me if it's a little hard to follow what I'm doing because I'm kind of winging it here. I believe what I did was, this is the Icelandic, I think this is the de-haired version, or perhaps it's the hair, the long hair and the short hair together. Again, I don't remember, but whatever that is, I spun one main ply with that. So the whole yarn throughout it has a single ply of that, and you can see whatever that is right here. So I just spun it end to end, and I will turn on some music as we spin that and get back to you when we are doing the second ply's worth of spinning. Okay, so here is the second ply. I am taking individual little plops of the little neutral bat bits. That's what they're called. I have links to that down below, and those are going to be my coiled bits. And in between those, I'm spinning this unnamed Oreo fleece and the different types of Icelandic top. So the lady who sent me the Icelandic she hand combed different types of, so like the dehaired and the haired and the hair only. So I'm using the dehaired and the haired, but not the long guard hairs. So it's pretty consistent in softness factor. And then Oreo, the mystery fleece, is very soft. And the different bat bits are, none of them are particularly coarse, but they're not particularly soft either. But again, this is an art yarn. I'm not spinning it for super softness sake. But anyhow, as I go through this, I'm just going to turn on the music because as you can see, I'm not following a particular technique. I'm just spinning them end to end with the little bat bits in between. And as you can see, I'm spinning those thicker because those are going to be the coiled parts and I want a lot more texture there. Okay, so I'm going to wind it into a center pole ball. I get a lot of questions about how to wind a center pole ball. I actually have a video for that, which I will link down below for you. But in summary, the main importance is you want to keep that stuff at an angle and don't get your wraps all tangled in the middle. That is going to lead you to doom. So once I finish winding this center pole ball, you can see how the outside ply is just that plain white Icelandic. And now I've gotten to my first little coil bump, and I'm going to wind it down and push it up. And I had a little bit of problems with the fiber kind of unwinding. The different level of twist was a little bit crazy. But that didn't bother me because I specifically wanted an eclectic coil. I wasn't going for perfect little beehives. So again, I've come to a coil spot. I do a little plying, and then I just run that up and down and let it do its thing. And they're pretty stable. They don't move around. And the only thing that I wanted to be very sure about is you don't want one ply, I guess a pass across a coil running all the way up the side, because then it's just one big loop. You want to get it kind of wrapped. Oh, it's been a long day as I'm recording this voiceover, so I feel like my ability to describe things effectively is somewhat lacking. But you can see how I just move it up and down like that without totally pulling it across. The sweet spot here is small up and down movements. Also, you're gonna see when I get to a coil, let's get to one. So when you get to a coil, I wind it regular ply, and then keeping that in the same spot, I don't let it move around up to the wheel, I guess. Because, how do I explain this? When you let it move around and you release the twist, in this case the anti-twist, into the white yarn, that white yarn is going to start to untwist and fall apart, which is difficult to handle. So you want to keep that piece pretty anchored and not let all that twist happen. So you see how I had that big loop, and now I'm covering it up with small wraps? That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be quiet with my rambliness and let you finish up with music. Okay, so we finished the yarn. This is what it looks like. You can see that the coils are pretty freeform. I know I was waving this around in the intro, but now you can see it a little bit better. I used the Bun Crumbs, I think they're called. Bat Crumbs? Fiber Crumbs? Something like that. It's linked down below. I talked about it in the voiceover too. For these little pops of color, they're all neutral. You can actually get them in neutral. And then like I said in the voiceover, a combination of the combo coat and the inner coat Icelandic and that mystery sheep Oreo. But I think it looks really pretty. I love how uniform it is and how crazy these coils are. I like that they're not plain coils. Originally, I had a super coil in mind, but then they kind of got a mind of their own and went nuts. And you know that I get all Twitter-pated when the fiber gets its own opinions on things, like, ooh, doggy outside barking. Anyway, I really love it. I cannot wait to show you what it looks like woven. That, like I said, is coming to a episode near you. But I hope you enjoyed this. Look forward to my Icelandic breed study that's coming up soon. However, next week I think we will be doing a little bit of dyeing action because we haven't done that in a while either. So as an update on my roving book situation, it is now available for regular order. It is in my shop, links down below, so if you want a physical copy of my book Roving, check it out. I'm actually looking at the signed pre-order copies that are ready to be shipping printed and mailed, hopefully tomorrow while I'm editing this video. It takes a while to render, so I have an extra hand to print out those shipping labels. Everything else is done. They're gonna pop in the mail, and I'm super excited about it. So yeah, if you're watching this video after, what is it, like October 1st when it comes out, that's already happened. But, you know, if you're watching in real time, that's what's happening. I'm excited about that. Oh, speaking of October, coming soon is my Halloween spin, which I'm also excited about. Which means it's almost Hanukkah spin time. I love the holiday season. The high holidays, it's just so good. Anyway, I'm rambling. That's what happens when Baby Bean's not here to like pull away my attention and make this as short as possible. She's upstairs with our beloved man. So if you liked this video and the rambly shenanigans that we have without Bean and the crazy shenanigans we have with Bean, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and you don't want to miss out on anything. And as per usual, this episode is particularly brought to you by viewers like you. The Bun Crumbs, Grace sent me. The Icelandic, we got in the mail from a fantastic viewer. And Oreo, a long time ago, like 3 years ago, I got from a friend. So 100% brought to you by the fiber community. Also the Spin Weekly Patreon family, which is growing every week, which just, again, Twitter paid his little soul. So happy. You guys are awesome. I am so happy. Particularly all of your funds for the month that I am with my family are going to go towards loom buying. So that's fun. I'm going to use all that money for looms and loom stuff and loominess. It's going to be great. Anyway, I love you guys. I don't know if you noticed, but I love you guys. And I love this yarn. And I will see your beautiful faces next time. Question. I forgot to ask you a comment question. Comment question. What is your favorite way to use natural fibers? I am collecting information for an upcoming video on natural fibers. So tell me that. Comment down below. Now I'll see you next time.